third click it is off, and you can play it again. So we'll now going again to the code, and we have a rule to know if we're animating the spheres. As I told you, here you have a reference of the cam that you get once. In the update you handle the input and handle the animation change. It happens when you change the boolean that says animate spheres in the inspector. If the sphere were not animating, you animate them. So here when you call animate sphere, you start the playback in the animation, in the animator I mean, and when you stop sphere you stop the playback. Here in handle input, first you determine which of the mouse button was clicked, and the mouse button is gonna be -1 if you didn't click anything. So if you click something, you are going to use a raycast that is going to intercept the plane or the elemental spheres or the music box, and here you can determine the collision point to create the effects and place the sound in the case of the fireworks. For example, here if we have the left click, we use the manager, if effects manager. This is a static method. We use enable effects. We pass the dispatcher, that is this class, we pass this. Here we use the effects and sounds. Well, let me show you first about this script that is within the effects and sound managers namespace. If you want to use your own namespace for writing these enums for your sounds, effects and songs in your game, you can use a different one, but it says here you will have to add those namespaces in the effects manager and sound manager scripts. Alright, so let's go back here. Then here we have the effects name fire, and we pass the collision point that we get through the hit point, and we pass a default quaternion identity for the rotation. We don't want any special rotation. Here if we have set the sound to be played in 3D, then we use the sound names that use Fire 3D. If not, we use the sound that is the Fire, that is a one-shot sound that doesn't consider 3D position. For the spark we do something similar. We use the effects manager, enable effects, we pass the spark, and the collision point and the other things are the same. Here we do the same. It is spark is 3D. Here we are using the sound manager and use his method played automatic sound at point, and in this case is one shot. The automatic sound can be 3D. The one shot sound cannot, because these sounds do not use a different audio source. It uses the audio source that is in the same game object at this script as I showed you before. In the case of here we are using a different method that can enable a random effects from a list. Here we have the list of the fireworks effects enums, and all the other things are the same, the collision and the rotation. Here we check the boolean if the fireworks should play 3D. If it is 3D, we use the automatic play random automatic sound from list at point. We pass the position, we pass the list, the dispatcher, that is this object. If not 3D, we use the one shot and we pass the list. We don't pass a collision point because it's relevant. Okay. So here we check what's the transform that was hit, and if we check if the transform is rain, flame, or wind. And according to that, we use this method to handle the elemental sphere toggle. This is if it is displaying the effect or not, the effect and the sound. What we pass to this method is the transform itself. We pass the boolean to know if the blizzard is already playing. Rain corresponds to the blizzard here. Here we pass the effects name and the sound name for the rain, and we are using this string rain as a key to control the manual sound. We'll have to use the same key in order to shoot down the sound, so the sound manager knows which sound we are trying to control or to shoot down when we call the stop manual sound method. Here we pass the boolean if the rain should play in 3D. So let's go and see this method. Handle elemental sphere toggle. Okay. So here we get the bool that we are checking if any of the elemental sphere is already playing. We're going to receive it in here. Then we set this select new value. If we need to check a specific boolean as true, then this means if bool to check is true, it means that the elemental sphere was playing, so we are going to stop it. So what we do is that by using the key that, for example, can be the rain, the wind, or flame, we disable the effects and we pass the dispatcher and pass that key. The key is received in here. It can be any object. We do this with the same key. We stop the manual sound, as I told you before. And then here we can get this method allow us to reference the instance that is being stopped, and in this case the effects that is being disabled. Then we use these methods from the effects manager and sound manager to return the instance to the container, because if you can remember, when we created the rain, flame, and wind sounds, those instances were made children of the elemental sphere, so the sound and effects could move with them.